Hello. Let me tell you a story. Love me a bit of rat meat. In the last episode, we came down here to discover what's on the other side of this portal. Unfortunately, Hytale is in early access and my game crashed. We weren't able to get through the portal, but I've been doing some work in between the last episode and this one, and I believe I have resolved these issues. So why don't we just resume from where we left off and go through the Forgotten Temple Gateway and see what's on the other side. And we're through. Now I don't really know what to expect from this, but wow, look out here. This is an enormous location, isn't it? So where exactly are we? If I press map, it looks like we're on an island, perhaps? Let's just go and have a little bit of an explore together and see what this location has to offer. I wonder if we can bring resources to and from. Hello? Who are you? Are you happy? Can I interact with you somehow? Or you're just here to guard the place? Okay, I get that. This is actually a thing of beauty. I don't want to compare this game to Minecraft too much, but the amount of varied blocks like these and these pillars and all sorts of half blocks just gives so much extraordinary potential for building amazing looking places like this. Hello, a shop. F to trade. Okay. Under construction sign. Oh, that's a shame. Restocks tomorrow at 6 a.m. I would really like an under construction sign. I've heard about these things where things are not quite fully complete yet. Okay. We can trade Essence of Life for some spices, salt, dough, things like that. We have some Essence of Life back in our chests back at the base, so we're definitely going to come back and check that out. Hello. Wow, this world is really quite immersive, isn't it? Here we have all sorts of different things. These things, I have no idea, what they are, but we can probably craft a lot of them up in our own world. I'm not going to go through all of their stuff. I'm just going to explore this place. Look what we found. There's a lot of this idolatry and worship and temple sort of things in this game, isn't there? Press F to interact means we've unlocked the memories feature. When encountering creatures, you'll collect memories that will be something. The text is gone. You'll have to go back and read that for yourself because unfortunately the text is gone. But when we go back here, we can now see memories of different types of fish, creatures. Okay, so I can record 2 memories, which gives us something. We have a memory of 1 bird, a duck. I found this. I don't remember finding a duck, but apparently I found a duck. And I certainly found a frog. I mean, I saw one. So maybe this is a way of remembering. I'll have to research this and discover what it's all about. Remember, we're just playing this game for the first time for ourselves, and we don't know what to expect. A lot of these buildings are work in progress because they're obviously incomplete. I really want one of these. Can I take one? No, I can't. I can't break this. Can I not break anything in this world? Aha. Up here, more work in progress. We certainly can't get in. I presume that over time, this sort of dimension will have access to it. We can come in here and trade. That's what I'm imagining. I've returned with my Essence of Life, hello, and I want to do some trading with this chap here. But before I do, let's just take a look at what it actually is. The Essence of Life, a form of overflowing life energy found in abundance around plant life on Orbis. In great enough concentrations, perhaps it could even bring forth sentience where it was absent before. So maybe this allows us to bring things to life? I don't know. But we can certainly use it to trade, and I've managed to collect it up to this point, so it seems that I should be able to find more of it as we adventure. Let's trade and see what the Rootling Merchant has to offer. Well, I don't have enough for these items here. These are just foodstuffs. Down here we got meat skewer, and fruit skewer and vegetable skewer. Sounds delicious. And down here we have recipes for apple pie, Caesar salad, okay, and pumpkin pie. Well, we're going to try and buy a pumpkin pie recipe. Have 0. Oh, greater essence of life. Okay, we can't buy these yet. Let's buy what was this one? A vegetable skewer. Wow, look at that. Great. Thank you. Thank you for this. I'm going to enjoy eating this, whatever it is. But it's good to know that if we are ever out of food and we have access to that stuff, we can always come by and buy some meat skewers or some vegetable skewers. Time to head back and do some real work. Morning! I decided to change up my look a little bit. Just experimenting with the different costumes and looks that you can make in Hytale. But I've been up here on top of this structure, just having a look around at this gorgeous sunrise and figuring out where we can start to build something, because we're going to have to learn how to do that relatively soon now. We don't really know how to get access to all of the blocks yet or what their possibilities are for building out there. So having a look at the map here, I was taking a look around the surrounding area and we can see a couple of things. First, we can see there are actual chunk errors in this game that seem to have been appearing all over the place. There's more down here. This is probably just an early access bug. I'm not too worried about it. I'm sure it'll get fixed. But looking around the map here, I saw this area over here which I might head over to and have a look at, because it's got a nice little open area here next to a river, and maybe we can just build a house here and figure out how to do all that building. So I'm going to head off now and get out of this mode if I can remember how, and press all of the keys to get everything back again. It was just directly over this way, so let's head over and see what this area has to offer. And this is what a chunk error looks like. Looks familiar, doesn't it? Oh dear. This is something I probably don't want to encounter. It looks like it's a huge grizzly bear. No, we don't want to die to a grizzly. No. 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 I had a little bit of a look around and I've decided on this location here because look, it's got a great little view of this river and this water body over there with some other interesting things to look at and mountains off in the distance. So I might build a house right here. And where we are on the map is just down from that big open area over there to this smaller area here, which is a little bit more cozy and I quite like it. I might get rid of this tree here to see more of this view this way, but yeah. Let's gather up some materials and start to settle into our new home. I have a little bit of a layout here, but we need to start building some blocks. And to do that, we can create the builder's workbench. This allows us to create structural blocks. And if we have a look at what this means, let's drop that over here, out of the way, somewhere over here. This means that we can start taking blocks like this, putting it into the builder's workbench, and this gives us access to all sorts of things from stairs to roofs to gates to fences and tables and chairs and all sorts of things made out of just this block here. So for example, if I want a simple wooden window, I can just craft it like this and I get myself a couple of nice looking little windows. So no complicated crafting system, no crafting recipes that I have to remember. I just take my source material and then figure out what I want to make from it. Do I have anything else? Yeah, the oak log and the oak log. That's all I've got. Plant fiber. Oh, it gives me rope. Okay, you see, you can take any of the items. The interface will tell you which ones are ingredients in a building recipe, and then you can just pop them in and build it. It's really nice. We've come a little bit of a way now. I've been mixing in these softwood planks with these hardwood planks to give it a little bit of texture, and I think it's starting to look quite good. Around the outside here, we've got some big windows so we can see quite far, although these are crude windows, so they're blocking my visibility a little bit. But if you head out this way and close the door behind us, we have a balcony out here where we can actually see everything looking stunning and beautiful, and I think the front is coming together quite well. I decided to raise the house up on stilts like this, like an American style ranch home or something along those lines. But if you head up the stairs here and go inside, you can see that it's quite spacious with a room off to the side and some space around the back and another area up the front here. So I'll probably put some interior walls in as soon as I can. But the first problem that I have to face is resources, because each one of these is a dark wood plank, and to make a dark wood plank, you have to sacrifice one whole log. And to get a log, I have to go and chop down trees. And I don't want to chop down trees too close to me, because at the moment I haven't figured out how to replant them. Oh, I love that. Oh boy, let me tell you, this is a slow process because I need so much wood. I decided to put another floor on, which just added to the complexity. So I have some stairs that go up here, and then up here to a second balcony. And I found this thatched style roofing, which kind of goes all right. You know, these are all basic supplies at the moment, basic building blocks. It might be a little bit light, I don't know. But I'm liking how it's coming together. It is looking very rustic, very wooden, very expensive on the wood. It's morning again. I've been building for hours. Like, it literally took me hours to put all this together because I needed to keep going back and getting all the resources, and I'm just getting used to how everything works. The roof, the thatched roof thing is particularly difficult, and in fact, I think it's even a little bit too high. But again, this is all about learning and experimentation. So we've got a 2-story big dark wood house here with our front section here and this floor here, which is quite empty at the moment. Upstairs here we have a few additional rooms. We have my bedroom here with my amazing bedroll, which it's cozy. We'll upgrade that at some point, I'm sure of it. In here is a bit of bulk storage, and then down here is another room here. The ceilings are enormous. I haven't really finished everything yet. There are still, bits and pieces that I need to do to make it look a little better. And here I decided to build around the tree. Rather than chop down the tree, I've just incorporated the tree into the house and used these beams here to open it up a bit, which I think looks cool because you can actually see quite far. So yeah, it looks a bit weird, but who cares? We're having fun. That's the whole point, isn't it? So down here at the builder's workbench is where I've been crafting all my things. I have nothing in my inventory right now, but what I need to do is get some furniture and start to make this place look a little less barren. And to do that, we're going to have to explore the world because I need more materials, I need better tools, I need to upgrade things. So over here we have the furnace where I've got some iron ingots. Now, if I remember rightly, I can use iron ingots to upgrade my tools at maybe this workbench. Yes, here. Now, to get an iron pickaxe, I need light leather and some linen scraps. I have some linen scraps, actually. They're up here in the bulk storage. And I got the linen scraps from some sort of orky, trolly thing down in the caves. Here we go. So now all we need to do is get ourselves some light leather. To do that, I have to figure out what I need to build. My workbench is kind of key to all of the other workstations, so to get the light leather, we're going to need a tanning rack. That's going to allow us to dry out things like these light hides and convert them into light leather. But to do that, I need some tree trunk, stone, which I have, and 3 light hide, but I only have 2 light hide, which is really unfortunate. So I'm going to have to go out into the world and see if I can figure out how to get myself some light hide. Well, my house is just there, and then right down the river here, it looks like we've got some kind of neighbor. They've got a little farm here and some fences here, which looks quite nice. It looks a little bit run down, though, I don't know. Oh, hi, horses! We'll come to those in a second. It doesn't look like there's anyone living here. Maybe this is the stable for the horses. I can't even open that door. Looks abandoned. But wow, look at this. Horses. What can I do with a horse? Sorry about that. Can I mount you? Not punch you, I want to mount you. I got the press F to mount on this one over here, but those didn't seem to do it. Come back. Don't run away. I want to mount a horse. No, you're so fast. Oh, we got on. Oh, this is amazing. I don't even need a saddle. Okay, let's take this horse. I'm going to call it Joel. And we're going to use this horse to navigate the world. Now, I was on the lookout for some light hide. Some sort of creature's got to give me that, right? Not a chicken. It looks like there's some other kind of construction over here, so let's swim across and check this out. I think this is going to be a theme with this game. We're going to encounter a lot of these different things. Mine carts and pulley systems, all these things that we've yet to explore within the game. I think this is a great way of the game introducing these concepts to you, though. So if I get off this horse, are you going to stay here or are you going to run away? You're going to run away. Right, we'll try and recover that horse in a little bit. But here we've got some crates and something here, I don't know what that is. A mine cart, which I can move around in, but not very easily. Interesting. Okay, a furnace. We've seen all of these things, but this is just an interesting way to explore the world. Now, back on my mission to find some light hide. Come back, horse. Ha! I'm just trying to be very careful around here because I found a marsh snake, and I don't think my horse wants to interact with a marsh snake. But how do I get past? I'm going to have to go around. And I still haven't found any light hide. Hello. What are you? A moss horn. Look at your horns. You look a bit like Ludo from The Labyrinth. I don't know if any of you have ever seen that movie. Great movie. Go watch it. I'm sort of wondering what creatures might give me light hide, and I'm thinking a squirrel probably isn't it, but maybe this boar. What do you think? I mean, it's kind of leathery. Let's see. Oh, yes. Yes, it exactly does. Exactly what I thought. What about you? Yeah, let's get some more, because we're probably going to need it. There's a bear watching me. Why is my weapon glowing, and why is that icon in the bottom right? The sword icon. Why does this... there's a bear watching me. Why is my weapon glowing, and why is my sword icon in the bottom right lit up like that with the Q button? So let's press it. What? What the heck? What the heck was that? Okay, maybe that was a supercharge that built up over time and we just wasted it. I don't know what that was. As with any game, it just takes a long time to get all of the resources that you need, right? Okay, tanning rack. We have all the ingredients necessary. We can craft that up. And I think I'm going to place this one outside, probably down by the river, because if this was real... Oh, by the way, I found this. If this was a real tanning rack, it would probably stink. So let's put it down here by the river. Now, if we open it, do we have any hide left? Yes. We got input, and presumably it's just going to dry. Are you finished? Yes, we've got a couple of light leathers here. Now, these should be the ingredients necessary for me to make that iron pickaxe. I can't believe, how long it's taking me to do all of this, but we'll get there. Now, let's see. Iron pickaxe. Craft it up. Haha, we're getting an upgrade. And I'm loving it because having efficient tools makes all the difference. I want to see what other workstations I can fashion because I want to make sure that I'm opening up the game as much as possible. So we have a furnace. We need to upgrade it, but we will get there. We have an armorer's workbench already. Blacksmith's anvil is something that I haven't created before, so let's craft one of those. Tanning rack we made. Farmer's workbench. That's the sort of thing that I'd be keen to make. Let's go upstairs and get some plant fiber. And we should be able to craft that one up pretty quickly. I should have plant fiber in one of these chests. There we go. And pop back downstairs. This way, we'll just be able to accelerate through that tech tree much faster. So, farmer's workbench, used to craft farming accessories and animal feed. I love that. That's what I want. I want to set up some farms and get some animals and things like that. Look at this thing. By the way, let's put it over here in what would be the kitchen or something. Oh, geez, look at that. Oh, okay. I'm getting ahead of myself. And we also got the other workbench, the blacksmith's anvil, which we'll just place there. And this one allows us to, upgrade our swords and weapons, which is pretty cool. Now, heading back to here, what were the others? We have a chef's stove, which allows us to craft food, presumably. So let's pop that one over here as well. I'll reorganize this place soon enough. That's really cool. Looks pretty big. Lots going on there. We have a builder's workbench. We have furniture workbench. Lovely. We definitely need a furniture workbench. And we'll place that one down over here. And last but not least, the others seem to be locked. We have a salvager's workbench. Salvager. Oh, for salvaging. And we have an alchemist's workbench. And we have an arcanist's workbench. These all require workbench tier 2. So how do we get to workbench tier 2? Well, we've got all of these items, but we need 20 linen scraps. I think the only way to get these linen scraps is by killing things underground. So we're going to have to go mining. I'd like to get started on a little bit of farming, I think. So I've set up the farmer's workbench outdoors here. And let's have a look inside, because there's a few interesting things here. We have a feed bag, which I'm very keen on creating because we can use this to lure animals, it looks like. We can create a crude hose, so we should make one of those. A watering can, we will make one of those. We can make a wooden bucket, we'll make one of those. And crude shears can be used to shear sheep and harvest foliage. That's interesting if we're able to harvest foliage, because I don't know how to plant trees yet. So I'm wondering, like, if we go over to this tree, does this allow us to... Yes, it does. Oak leaves. But can I plant oak leaves in the ground? That is the question. Yes. Yes, I can. I wonder if that'll grow. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I presume I can also pick up bushes like this. Yeah, this is perfect. So we can take a bush like this back home and just plant it down here if we want to, just like that. It's easy. All right, we can do a bit of gardening and landscaping now. But what about farm animals? Well, I created this little pen here, and this is where we're going to house some pigs, I think, because if we can breed up pigs, then... Oh, there's those things over there. If we can breed up pigs, then we should be able to get light leather, and light leather is currently a blocker for a lot of different recipes that we need. So first, we need to create that feed bag. So I'm going to need wheat, vegetables, fruit, and some essence of life. All right, let's go ingredient by ingredient. Now up here, I think I should have some essence of life. I do. Now any kind of fruit should be easy because we have tons of these berry bushes all around the place. Whoops, I accidentally destroyed that one. But we have more of them. They're plentiful. They're all over the world. I need 5 berries. I should have 5 now. And next we need any type of vegetable. Now, over this way, I'm pretty sure somewhere behind this mountain, I saw some wild carrots. Aha! There they are. Just hiding away under this tree. So let's get these carrots. And I'm thinking, yeah, there's a couple more over... Oh, no. No, we're going to have to grow our own carrots. Okay. I'm not taking on a bear. I'm not taking on a bear. He's creeping away. I'm just going to sneak in very quietly, pick up that carrot. So what I'll do with these carrots is I'll just create a little farm here for the moment, and presumably I can just plant the carrots? No. How do I plant a carrot? I have a watering can, which has no water in it. Oh no, I'm going to have to figure all of this out. There seems to be a guy down there. But I'm wondering if I can fill up the watering can in the water here. Yes, I've just gone into the water and it's filled up the can. I'm not sure if that's the correct way of doing it, but it works for me. So if I head back to the farm over here, I'm wondering now, maybe the soil needs to be watered before I'm able to plant on it. Like this. And then, maybe? No. How do we craft this into seeds? Is there anything that I'm overlooking here? We have this to till. We have water for cows. And here? No, there's nothing. Oh, seed bags. Seed bags. Of course. Right. Okay, so if I craft some wheat and craft some lettuce seeds, now I'm starting to get it. We can probably plant the lettuce seeds here. We absolutely can. We've planted one. We can make more of those, I presume. So just craft 10 and come back here and plant the lettuce. Brilliant. So once this grows, I'll need to water it again. There we go. Once this grows, we should have lettuce and carrots, and that should be enough to get us going. Now we need one more ingredient, and that's wheat. Look over there. Here we are. Oh, this is too easy. Harvest mature wheat. Now, this is naturally occurring wheat, but I do remember that my friendly neighborhood friend over here, I'm just wary of those things, had some wheat as well. I saw some up on the hill there, but I'll leave that for now. But if I'm right, yes, I can see it. Not too much wheat, but just enough to give us what we need. And we can replant the wheat back at our own base by using seeds. Oh, look, our little lettuces are growing. This is a good sign because I'm still one vegetable short. What do you want? No, I'm just getting water from my watering can. Get away. Ooh, they've almost grown. I've never been this excited for lettuce before. I want to harvest one and just take a look at it. Oh, it's a beautiful little thing. Now, we should have enough ingredients because the way that these crafting tables, these workbenches work, is that they will actually take ingredients from a certain radius around them. So right now, it's taking wheat from the nearby chest. I've put the ingredients in here. And this is really smart because it means you don't have to move items back and forth all the time. So you can see that it's picked up any type of vegetable. Oh, 19 vegetables. I'm not sure exactly what it thinks I've got. I've got 4 carrots and a lettuce and also 7 lettuce here. So maybe it's picking it up from the farmland, but I don't know how it's getting 19. But anyway, we'll just roll with it. We've got ourselves a feed bag. Oh, this is great. Now, do we have to fill the feed bag with anything in particular, or... No, we don't. Now, let's go and get some pigs. I know exactly where some are. Hey, Piggy. Oh, it's so cute. It's like a little gremlin. Come on, do you see the feed bag? Are you attracted by my feed bag? Would you like to follow me? Through a little bit of experimentation, we have worked out that the feed bag is good for animals like this giant turkey. What a view. They will be attracted to the feed bag, although they were earlier, but now they don't seem to be interested at all. And items like this, the lettuce, are good for the pigs. However, I can't seem to make these pigs follow me. Earlier I saw some love hearts, but now you're asleep. But I don't know why I can't attract these pigs. My suspicion is that the feed bag and the lettuce has tamed these animals, which is why they're no longer afraid of me. But this isn't any good because how do I corral them from here back to the farm? Aha! I'm just doing it wrong. I've got Minecraft so ingrained in my mind about how things work. Look at this. We have a capture crate, and the capture crate is used to capture small animals in order to bring them back to your home. So if I craft one of these, because that's all I can afford at the moment, I wonder what size animal I'll be able to catch. Let's go and see if we can get one of those piggies. I'm ready. I've got my capture crate. I've got a pig. Oh, yoink! So got a pig. All right, let's race it home. I'm going to get 2 pigs and release. One more. Got him. And release. 2 pigs. Now these look like piglets, and they've been piglets for a long time, so I'm wondering if they'll grow themselves or if I'm going to have to help them grow. It seems that the animal breeding just isn't implemented yet, so that's why I was getting so confused. But that's fine, that's fine. It is early access after all. These things will probably be implemented in the near future. But that's where we're going to call it for today's episode, but I'm really happy with the progress that we've made, and we're starting to expand more and more of the game. Hopefully you'll join me in the next episode where we unlock even more of Hytale and see what else the game has to offer. If you'd like to play Hytale, you're welcome to join me in my Discord where I'm running a free server for anyone to join and play on. So hop in there, check it out, and come and say hi. Thank you to all my patrons for your wonderful support as always. I'll see everybody next time. Until then, bye-bye.